Hey guys, welcome to today's live. So today we are going to Watamu. Happy Easter to everyone. There might be a bit of background noise, so I hope you'll understand that. So today we are going to Watamu. So we are going to have a live session with CassandravillE from Watamu. So we are going to have, I'm in Nairobi at the moment, and CassandravillE, of course, is in Watamu. So I hope you enjoy the session. I hope you're, for those in Nairobi, I hope you're really well. We expected you, of course, in at the coast, but apparently that didn't happen. But we hope to see you guys soon. Hope the lockdown will be lifted soon. We hope to see you guys. So let me invite today's guest, and then we can go through everything. So what we're going to go through today is he's going to tell us what he does. He's going to take us through everything involving what he does. Then he's going to give us the rates, of course, and we have some amazing discounts for you guys. So stay tuned. Yeah, let me invite him right away. And of course, you can leave your comments, you can share, invite people who are interested. You can ask questions. I believe the comment section should be open for everyone. So yes, welcome guys.
Hello there, Fred. How are things in Nairobi?
Hi, how are you doing?
Well, I'm here live in Watamu. We're just about to start. The sunset's about to start. I thought we'd do a live sunset. The one sunset was maybe another 10 minutes or so. And I'm telling you, the sunsets here in Watamu are like anywhere else, I'm telling you, in the world. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I frequently use a hashtag there is no sunset like an African sunset, because I'm telling you, Bwana is just unbelievable, as you'll see in a few minutes.
Oh, sure. Welcome. So, let's show us around. Or we can start with what you do.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm just sorry. Say again, Fred.
We can start with the questions. Or you want to show us around first?
You want me to show you around, or you want to wait for a few more people? I see we've only got 3 people now, and there's a few people waiting to join. So, yeah, do you want to take questions first, or wait, or I show you around, or what should we do?
You can show us around.
All right, let me just take it out of the holder here. Hang on a second. There we go. Can I turn this around? Yeah. So I'm here now in Mita Creek, in Watamu. It's now the Kusi season, so all of the boats are now off of the ocean, off of ocean sports, and we're now in the creek, and we'll be here probably until mid-September or so, depending upon the weather. We were supposed to sail up to Lamu this week, but the Kusi came early. Although we're still hopeful that, in a week or so, the winds will die down and we'll get a nice 2 weeks of easterly winds and able to sail up to Lamu for a couple of weeks and then come back. But otherwise, we're just now here in the creek, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Preserve, as you know. But let me just give you a panorama slowly, show you the sunset that we'll be watching in a minute. Again, it's just spectacular sunset. Behind us is Arabuko Forest up in the hills over there. As you know, we're actually about 5 kilometers from here are the forest elephants. And sometimes instead of a sunset on the yacht, we'll go up to Arabuko Forest and have sundowners with the elephants. But yeah, let me just show you around around here. You can see there's many big fishing boats here. This here is the cockpit. This is where we drive the boat from and where we just hang out in. The interior is sort of a disaster because we're just sort of putting it away. But we sleep 5 or 6 people. We go to Zanzibar every year for a month. So it's, we get used to it. And yes, the sunset is magical, and I can promise you it's getting better still. But let me just give you a little tour of the inside.
Sure, we'll appreciate that.
We have a kitchen here.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's, this is the captain's bedroom here.
You can go a bit.
Okay. And there's another bedroom on the other side with the toilet. Again, sorry guys, it's a disaster. We just put the boat away, on Good Friday. But you'll see there's a toilet here. We have a shower, and then there's another cabin there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just get back outside. Sorry.
I see Laura has joined.
Sorry, Fred.
I see Laura has joined us. Watamu Spring Summer is joining.
I'm not hearing you. Maybe let me turn the volume up. Yeah, sorry. Say that again.
I see Watamu Spring Summer has joined us. So we're just saying hi.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Hi, Laura. Yeah, Laura's been on many times, as you've probably seen. So right now we have some Wageni honeymooners on board now. But the boat is sail powered, so once we're at sea, we turn the motors off, and it's a very magical experience to go under wind power alone without the noise of an outboard. But let me take you forward. Jason and Hazel, honeymooners, say hi.
Yeah, they can say, oh, hi.
But this is the trampoline, which is where all the fun happens. You see there's my little salty dog there, who's Jenny. She loves the ocean. And let me step down so you can see the boat here. And people just, just like the lounge here. Sorry, Fred, what were you saying?
That looks nice.
It's awesome here. It's awesome. It just, people lounge out here, and like I said, we're just going to watch the sunsets here.
So besides the sailing and the sundowner, what else can people do at your place?
Well, right now we're just doing sundowners for the foreseeable future. If again, we're just not moving at all. In fact, we'll probably take the sails and the motor off in a bit, just to give it a good rinse in fresh water. But after a time, we'll probably start doing some sunset sails or day sails in the creek if the tides are high enough, because we don't want to get stuck out there. So right now we're getting to a period of low tides, but after next week, we'll be getting some high tides in the afternoon. In fact, on Thursday and Friday of next week, we'll have a high tide around sunset. So our plan is to sail over to the crab shack, anchor in front of there, and then have them bring out some crab samosas and cocktails to the yacht while we watch the sunset.
Sorry for that. So people who want to sail, when should they plan to sail?
Probably you should plan to say, if you want to go to a serious ocean voyage, it's not going to be now until after the middle of September. So basically middle of September to the middle of March, end of March, will be the sailing season, in which we offer five-hour adventures. Can't guarantee what's going to happen or what we see. Every voyage is different. But we'll take you so far out to sea that you'll not be able to see land. You may see dolphins. We saw whale sharks a couple of weeks ago. We do some fishing, but we're not serious fishermen. At that time the tuna was practically jumping in the boat, so we had a great time catching a couple of tuna, which, I caught one the size of a mbuzi, so I've got a freezer still full of tuna meat. Here's some other people just going out now, here in the creek.
Nairobi, of course.
Pardon me?
You can send some tuna over to Nairobi.
Yes. Well, we have plenty of tuna left. So, but anyway, you'll see some people here. Here, there, Jason. See, they're going tubing. Hey? Sorry, I'm speaking Canadian with my fellow Canadian.
Oh, sure. Say hi to them. I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we are going to have a bit of moderation. If I'm done speaking, I'm going to say over, and if you're done speaking, you're going to say over too. So I'm going to start.
Roger.
My friend Clement asks, what's the maximum capacity?
When we're going at sea, we can take about a maximum of 6 or 7 wageni, including, or maybe plus maybe 1 or 2 watoto. It's just what's comfortable and what we have life jackets for. Sitting here on the sunset, we've had 10, 15 people. Actually, we had, for my birthday party last year, I think we had 25 or more people on board. You know, we didn't quite sink it, but it was going down below the waterline. Again, just sitting here like this, watching the sunset. So say 10, 12 people. We had the rotoractors on board last year. We had about 15 of them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
when you're sailing, you have less people than when it's a sundown.
yes. Just for safety reasons and for the number of life jackets we have on board, because we want to make sure if anything happens that we do have a life jacket. But you know, we've always been good. The yacht came all the way from Cape Town about 3 years ago. I bought it in Cape Town 5 years ago. Had it completely rebuilt, and then I had a captain sail it up in between May and November of 2017. It finally got to Watamu in November 2017. So we've been sailing here since. Over.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Kale. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing the name right. Kale House says wonderful sunset there. And Kale, I don't know whether you're male or female, but you ask where. I'm in Nairobi, and my friend is in Watamu. So I think we'll go to. Can take us. I think I will reset the live for the people who have just joined right now. So resetting is telling the people what producing a new in Lamu. So what to do again? Will, are you there?
Sorry. Yeah, did you ask a question? I didn't hear it. Say it again.
I was resetting the live for the people who have just joined. So I was asking
Okay.
take us through what you do and where you are, because I can see people asking where you are, and yeah.
Right, we're in Mita Creek here, Watamu, just watching the sunset, which should go down another 5-10 minutes from now. And I am convinced that these are the most beautiful sunsets in the world are here in Watamu. And right now I'm here with some friends. We're just having some drinks, just watching the sunset. Our barbecue should be coming from South Africa pretty soon, so we'll be able to offer that as well if anybody wants. But normally, for sunsets, we offer a bottle of wine and a large pizza from Ocean Sports Resort. As part of the package price, normally just for watching the sunset, we charge 15,000 shillings for the whole boat. But we're offering a special for our viewers now who book through you or me directly of 13,000 shillings. Again, including the bottle of wine. You're free to bring all your own additional drinks and your own bitings and to whatever you wish. You go swimming off the boat, jump off the boat, and things like that. So, yeah. And like I said, if the tides are right and high enough, we'll be able to go sailing on some occasions. So, hello, Pius.
Proceed.
I'm just saying hello to Pius. Pius, a friend of ours here in Watamu from Barracuda.
Yeah. So him too. Hi, Pius. Is it Pius or Pius?
I pronounce it Pius, but he pronounces it Pius. So, I mean, I'm assuming he was named after Pope Pius, so, or Saint Pius.
Oh.
So
if you could take us through the rates for sundowners and when people are sailing, and you can tell us.
Yeah. So normally,
someone wants to sail to maybe to Lamu.
Yep. So right now we're pretty much done sailing the ocean. We normally charge 35,000 shillings or $350 for a half-day excursion, which is about 4 or 5 hours. And we could arrange longer excursions if you want to go down to Kilifi for overnight or up to Mambrui to Cheshire for overnight. And the Sunset Kaylee House is in Watamu. This is Mita Creek in Watamu in Kenya. I'm not sure where you're calling from.
Let me just...
But yeah, we also go to Dar-es-Salaam every year for a month. We leave about the middle of November. We take part in a yacht race around Zanzibar. So we're gone for about a month. So with the race itself, we bring in professional crew from Canada and from South Africa. But we're always looking for people to join us for the voyage down to Dar-es-Salaam. Basically, it takes about a week or more to get there. First day will be to Kilifi, then we'll go to Mtwapa, then we'll anchor behind, the Sounds of Charlie Island. And then the next day, if we don't stop in Manza Bay, which is the site of a famous battle in the First World War, in which the British sunk a German battleship, which is still there, we go into Tanga. We'll spend a couple days in Tanga, getting, more mafuta, more fuel, food, checking in with customs, because remember, we're leaving internationally. We'll have to present our COVID test at that time. And so we're a day or two there. And then we have a 5-6 hour sail from Tanga to northern Zanzibar. We stop in Kendwa. We spend the night at anchor there, which is a beautiful, beautiful place. And then next night in Stone Town. And then it's about a 5 or 6 hour sail to Dar-es-Salaam. We'll spend a couple of days in Dar-es-Salaam again, provisioning, getting ready for the yacht race, and just doing last minute repairs. Like I said, the race goes from Dar-es-Salaam to Tanga in both directions, keeping Zanzibar to the left. And then we'll get back to Dar-es-Salaam after the race. Again, we'll spend a few days there just getting ready, dealing with immigration and things like that. And then last time we did this, we did 2 nights in Stone Town. And then it's a 5-6 hour sail up to Kendwa, a night in Kendwa, another 5-6 hour to sail to Tanga, and then back. So these are options that we can offer. Now, we're hoping as well, we were supposed to go to Lamu this week, but the Kusi came in with a vengeance, and it's just blowing the dog off the chain, as we say out there in the ocean right now. And wow, look at that sunset, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you ever seen such a beautiful sunset, and people said, oh, no, clouds. No, clouds make the beautiful sunset. Jason, you're watching. Hazel, you getting that? This is amazing sunset, guys. And this is what we see every single night. I try to come down to the yacht every night just to watch the sunset, have a drink, and relax after a hard day, because yacht captain is only my hobby. I have a real job too, as you know, Fred.
You said you're with your wife today. Is she on the yacht?
No, my wife's not on the yacht today. My wife is not well, so I was able to get her out today. We were supposed to come down yesterday. Inshallah, we'll try to get her down tomorrow because, we just love to come here. And the little dog, our little dog loves it as well, too. The little dog here we adopted from a couple. Jenny, the dog, is 13 years old, and she sailed, if you can imagine, all the way from the UK to Kenya.
Oh, nice.
So she has more sea miles than I will ever have. Imagine sailing. This little dog came with her family all the way from England on a boat.
Oh, have you seen Clement's post? Clement asked...
I haven't. Please read Clement's post for me.
Yes, he's a friend of mine. He's asking
okay.
If one wants to sell to Lamu.
Yes. We'd have a discussion about that, but normally we would be charging about 50,000 a day and night, again with some basic food. If you eat ashore, that's your business. But what we have done in the past is it's a long sail from Watamu. We left at 4:30 in the morning, got there at 4:30 at night, anchored at Kipongani. around the next day up the canal to Manda Bay Resort, where we anchored up there for 3 or 4 days. We had a couple meals ashore. And then we went up to Mike's camp, Kiwayu, and spent a couple days there at anchor. Again, we took a couple meals there, but we ate on the boat. We took breakfast on the yacht. We had lunch at Mike's camp. At Manda Bay, we took supper, and we ate lunch on the yacht, and then came back to Manda Bay, came back to Lamu, and then we sailed day and night. It was about a 20-hour sail, 21-hour sail, coming back against the current. We left Poponi at about, I think, 4:30 or 5:30. We didn't get into Watamu until about 1:30 the next afternoon. So it's a 21-hour sail. So, but we can discuss rates depending on the number of people. And that, again, it's a special situation. Likewise, sailing to Zanzibar.
Okay, so I think after the live, I think I'll have all the information posted on my on my Instagram. So,
okay.
Could please take us through we were supposed to have about 3 or 5 facts about sailing.
Well, yeah, first thing about sailing is that you can never really sail in the direction you want to go. Let me give you a little bit of physics. A sail is like an airfoil. Same way an airplane wing creates lift or generates lift, and that's what propels the ship or the sailboat through the water. In theory, the closest you can get to the wind is about a 45-degree angle. So say if the wind was coming from the direction of Lamu, we could not sail directly to Lamu. We'd have to zigzag back and forth at about, actually with a catamaran, about 50 degrees back and forth, back and forth. Or if we get fed up, we'll turn the motor on and motor and sail at the same time. So the motor will help and give us about a knot extra speed, but we try to avoid using the motor as possible. Now, if we're going in the opposite direction, you know, with the wind is behind us, well, we can fly. We've had the yacht up to 14 knots in when we raced from Tanga down past Zanzibar. 14 knots is probably about 35, 40 kilometers an hour. So you're talking, you know, city road speeds. Going upwind, we're probably about 4 or 5 knots, which is maybe 10 kilometers or so. What we like to do, though, when we're sailing is we call it trolling for sharks. We have a floating rope, and the Wageni jump off the back of the boat, and we tow them behind us through the ocean. Or whether last week we had some Wageni who dived off the front of the boat. We're in a catamaran, which has 2 hulls. So they dived off the front underneath the 2 hulls and then caught the rope on the way out at the back. So... and looks like our sun is almost down. At least the clouds are blocking it. So you've probably got another couple minutes of sun before sunset in Nairobi, though, because you're much farther to the east than us.
Yeah, okay. But it's been a bit rainy in Nairobi, so we can't. It's been a bit rainy today in Nairobi.
Yeah, it rained here yesterday morning or the morning before, and it rained about this morning for about half an hour at about 4 a.m. or so. So usually by the time we wake up, the rains are done.
Oh, sure. So how many facts did you give us about sailing?
I talked about sailing upwind, sailing downwind. I think the other question you wanted me to answer is how far have I sailed? Yeah. Myself. Personally, I've sailed to the Seychelles, but on another yacht about 5 years ago. I was planning on sailing to the Seychelles this year, but for COVID, it's still on my mind to go next year. We're thinking of also going down to Mafia Island in Tanzania, and then maybe just continuing down across to Comoros, Mayotte, Madagascar, and then up towards Seychelles that way, the long way instead of direct. Seychelles is about 1,600 kilometers due east from Watamu. So it took us in a big yacht 7 days, and probably this yacht will probably take about 10 days at sea. And we're talking, you know, 5,000 meters of water beneath us, no sight of land for over a week, almost 10 days, and no sign of anything else. There's nothing out there.
So, if you're sailing outside Kenya, do you allow people to book? Do you have like a
I'm
pre?
sorry?
If you're sailing outside Kenya,
Yes?
do you allow other people to book?
We do, but again, you're gonna have to have a valid passport, and you'll need your COVID passport and all that, your yellow fever, because remember, it's just like flying to Tanzania or driving to Tanzania or taking the bus to Tanzania. We're leaving the country. We need all that stuff.
So if like traveling to a different country, you need your passport and all the medical tests
Yeah,
and
it's the only because we're leaving we're going to a different country, and likewise, when we came back, we went to Tanga this past year, and we came back. We needed our COVID test, and we were not allowed to leave Kenya or enter Kenya officially until we had the results of our COVID test emailed to us. So we went pole pole up. We stopped anchored in Diani one night, and then the next night we were up at a friend's jetty in Mtwapa, but we never stepped off the boat. We're not allowed to step off the boat.
Mhm.
And then the next night we were anchored back in Kilifi Creek, way in the back, until Port Health came to inspect us all, check our COVID test, and then allowed us to enter Kenya. At which time we had to go to KRA, and then again we had to go to immigration in Malindi. So we need to count on a day for that process. Both, same like when we got to Tonga, we were not allowed to get off the yacht until Port Health came out in a dinghy, a small boat, to inspect us.
Sure. Thank you about that. And I wanted to ask if you're sailing, say, from Lamu to Lamu or from Lamu to Tanzania, what things uh, should one carry?
As
What?
little as possible. I have a guide of what to pack, but basically a few swim costumes, some quick dry clothes. Ideally, if you have like what the divers call a rash guard, because Jua Kali is no joke, my friends, here out in the ocean. I mean, the sun is brutal as it is, but it's even more magnified by being at sea. Plus, it's getting a little chilly here at night. So bring a jacket or a rain jacket, of course, if you have it. But basically, I allow whatever you can fit into a rucksack, a medium-sized rucksack, because there's not a lot of space. All right?
Right.
And that's one of the things we do. Like when we go to Tanga, we usually get off, spend at least one night in the hotel, so we can get a bed that doesn't move, we can get laundry done, and we can get good Wi-Fi.
So when you have a
Hello, Sailing Trilene. Thank you. Karibu. Welcome to Kenya. Hey, Max. Welcome. Max is our new friend, and the fantastic drone shots that you saw on our Instagram are from VMAX Dooley. So,
yeah,
Max, thanks so much again. We're looking forward to the rest. And Max has shown me the other shots he took with his drone, and you thought those two shots were magazine material, Buona. I am telling you, the other ones are even better. So, Max, I'm waiting here for you to post the next one. We're all waiting because it's just amazing, amazing, amazing. And so Max also will be sailing with us in a couple of weeks, inshallah, as we sail up the creek and anchor in front of the crab shack and order our crab samosas while at anchor.
those are really nice shots, Max. That's some nice work there.
See, Max, you have fans around the world. Come on, Buona. Let's get the next one up tonight, okay?
So another question to ask you now. Let's come back to when you're having the sundown. Do you allow people to swim?
I'm sorry, say again?
Do you allow people to swim when you're having the
Yes,
sundown?
we allow people to swim, of course, and we do some fishing. And again, we're not serious fishing. We only have 2 rods. If you want to do serious fishing, I'll happily refer you to some of our friends who have these fishing boats here who have 8, 10 rods and about 3 crew. To us, if we catch a fish, it's great. If not, well, so what? The end of the world for us. But it's always nice. To me, I always view, please for allow me,
Sorry,
Someone was asking, are you back now? Someone was asking earlier about the Lamu sale rates. Again, we'll have to talk about that. And again, we're limited to maybe 2 or 3 packs because it's a long sale and can be uncomfortable. Again, we're happy to have you join us up in Lamu as well if that's what you'd like to do. But for the sale up, it's going to be rough, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe 1 or 2, and you probably will get seasick because it's very, very rough crossing Ungama Bay. And crossing Ungama Bay, you are not going to see land for about 5 or 6 hours. So that's how far out to sea we are. So.
Okay, thank you for that. I think.
And it looks like we're the last one here. Looks like we're the last ones here, Fred. So I just see one person left here. So.
It's okay. I will update all the information.
Have you recorded this?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. So maybe you can post that.
Yeah, I will post it. And probably the last question I have for you is
Sure.
In August, we normally have the
Yes.
whale.
Yeah, it's still too rough for us to go out in the whales. Again, I can refer you to my friends who have the big fishing boats. But I can tell you that my adult daughter from Canada came to visit a couple of years ago. We took her whale watching. My daughter was begging to die. She was so sick.
Yeah.
So it's very, very rough.
People normally throw up because it's normally
very, very rough. Very, very rough. She thought she wanted to die. She was so sick. All right, so that's what you can look forward to. So.
Sure. So I think that was a nice session. You can say hi to the people on the yacht for us.
All right. Anybody else here? Or we have a few here still left. So.
Okay. So I think that was a nice session. See you soon. And
yeah, thanks. Thanks so much for the call.
We have discounts for people who want to book.
Yeah, right now, if you book today, our normal rate for sundowners is 15,000. Today, we're charging 13,000 shillings if you book. As a result of being in this session today, maybe Fred, let's give us if they book with the code Jenny, which is the name of my dog, JENNY. If they book with that code, we'll honor 13,000. How's that sound? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds nice. So I'll have the post later.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Thanks so much, Fred, and thanks everyone who joined. Myself, CassandravillE here. We'll try another Sunset Downers again another time. We like to doing it with our friends from our Rotary Club. We did Sundowners last year, and we had Rotary Club people from Siberia through to North Carolina were joining to watch the sunset here. They were eating, they were having nightcaps in Siberia, and they were drinking coffee in Toronto and North Carolina, and we are, of course, drinking gin and tonics here in Watamu. So,
thank you so
much. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Fred, for inviting us. We look forward to taking you guys sailing again.
Sure,
bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Good night. How do I get off here?
So, thanks guys for joining today's session. So we have a discount. We'll have the post on Monday. Monday should be tomorrow. So this is part of our live sessions. We normally have tips, hacks on Mondays, but now we are having live sessions. So we'll be inviting different people. And this was our first. So we hope to invite more people and talk to more people so that we give you the tips and tricks on tours and travels. Thank you guys. Have a lovely time.